In Toronto's 2026 condo market, I think that there's absolutely no valid reason that you should be going in and placing an offer that doesn't include a home inspection condition. Now, this may come as a surprise to some. In fact, I'm going to tell you a little story about an agent that passed up on selling their client's condo because they were too hard-headed with this. My name is Alex Vanetsky. I'm a Toronto realtor with Remax Condos Plus. I've been working in the condominium industry for over 14 years. I specialize in condos, and this is part of my video series where I educate first-time buyers on how to get into the condo market. Now, if you have any questions about condo ownership or where the market currently is at, I do have a link to book a call with me in the video description, and there's also a link to my first-time condo buyer's guide in that description as well, which you may want to download just to educate yourself on condos. So back in December, I was condo shopping with a client. We came across a condo project that had several units available, and all of these units were very similar and at similar price points as well. We placed an offer on the first unit and included a home inspection condition as well as a financing condition and a status certificate condition, and our offer price was actually pretty fair. It was in line with where units were selling at in that building. Now keep in mind there was a surplus of inventory. There was like 4 or 5 pretty similar units available just in this condo complex. And the listing agent gave me a call to discuss the details of my offer and started questioning me about why we included a home inspection condition. In fact, she actually went on to almost indirectly insult me, asking if I've ever made a condo purchase before, and that home inspection condition was unheard of in a condo purchase. So nevertheless, they didn't end up working with our offer and they passed on it, and we went back out the next day to view a couple more units in that building and placed an offer on a very similar unit at a similar purchase price, this time getting it accepted with a home inspection condition as well, no problems. And when we went in with our home inspector to check out the property and get the report, we were actually able to use that report as a leverage to negotiate for the seller to do some additional repairs in the unit, something that you would be out of pocket if you were to avoid a home inspection condition. In fact, you wouldn't really even have a concrete understanding of the overall shape of a unit because a real estate agent is not really qualified to provide you any input on the shape of the unit. Like there's things that I may see that I could point out to you, but ultimately you need to get a professional in to evaluate that. So in this marketplace, unless we're like in a multiple offer situation, I always recommend to my clients that they include a home inspection condition. Like, look, you're buying a $500,000 piece of real estate at least. Why not pay $400 or $500 to have a professional come in and kind of give you an overview of the shape of that unit, at least so you can anticipate future costs for yourself as well. Now, sellers may not always be willing to negotiate, but then you do have an opportunity as a buyer as well that if you're not happy with the findings of that home inspection, that you can exit that transaction. Now, a couple of years ago, home inspections were unheard of, but 2026 is a much different marketplace. There's a lot of inventory on the market and even more that's going to be coming to market. There's no indications that 2026 is going to be changing in any way. In fact, we anticipate a continuation of 2025 with a downward trend. And when I have buyers that reach out to me and they want to know, is there going to be more downside to the market? Are prices going to get lower or are prices going up? When I tell them prices are going to get lower, they sometimes want to wait, but my recommendation to them is why would you want to be buying in a market that's going up? It's better to buy in a market that's going down. I hope you found this video to be insightful. If you have any questions about the conditions to include when you're purchasing a condo, send me a DM or comment below. My name is Alex Vanetsky, Toronto Realtor, Remax Condos Plus. And as I mentioned, there is a link in the video description to book a call. Thanks for watching.